What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, It is your boy, Trey Sense, and we're back with a little bit of a fragrance review, fragrance discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Let me get you centered just a little bit. As a matter of fact, let me get myself centered. I'm not sitting comfortable, man. My back is hurting. My sciatic nerve is acting up. It's hard to get situated sometimes. So, what I have for you today, 5 fragrances from my collection that are great oud fragrances from the beginner to, you know, the more mature oud wear, but nonetheless easy to wear. All of these are pretty readily available. 2 of them are going to be a little bit harder to find than others, but they're still very easy to find. All right. Oh, and if you don't mind, like this channel, or give me a like, sub to the channel. What am I forgetting? Like, oh, and share the video. Also, do not forget to go over to JB Butters and get yourself some oud scented butter. Oud scented shea butter. Go to JB Butters and get you some oud scented shea butters. Use code TREY5. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, let's get it. It's funny to me that a lot of you don't like clone fragrances, but you like clone reviewers. I said what I said. Now, this is a clone house, but I think this is a great clone house, and I think this house does it better than anybody in the game. That's just my opinion. The house is Sensual Obsessions, and this is their formulation of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, and this is a strong fragrance. It's very strong, it's very potent, it's super masculine, it's a high oil concentration. You're only going to need 1 to 2, maybe 3 sprays of this. There's another misconception about oud, or should I say a misconception about oud, and that's that you can only wear this fragrance in the cold. And I beg to differ with you guys. That's just not true. That is just absurd, and it's not true. Now, it's your fragrance. You can wear what you want, how you want, when you want, but I'm here to tell you the places and the countries, you know, the Middle East, where they use the most oud, they don't really have a winter. You know, it gets cool, but it doesn't get cold. So when are they wearing theirs? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you know, a little food for thought. You see that shine on there. You can see that from the spaceship. You see that bad boy. So man, if you mix that with some oud scented JB Butters, 2 or 3 sprays of this, you're gonna be smelling oudie all day, baby. They're gonna smell you when you come in. Now, how close is this? It's pretty close. To me, this is a watery oud, if that makes any sense. I like it. When I first smelt this a few years ago, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I was like, man, I don't know about that. But when I tell you that oud is one of my most complimented scent profiles, it is. It is what it is. It's something about it. Women like the scent of oud. It could just be my skin, but it's crazy. But I get more compliments when wearing an oud-based fragrance than I do anything modern and sweet. Just saying. So go over to Sensual Obsessions. Tell him Trey sent you. He might have a discount for you. I don't know, but go over to Sensual Obsessions and get you some of his formulation of Tom Ford Oud Wood. That's a great one. Okay. This next one is probably a little bit harder to get your hands on, but not really. It's a little bit more expensive, and it's from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and this is Mysterious Nights. And the thing about oud fragrances is they do not take a lot. It's just 1 to 2 sprays, and that's how you wear them in the summertime. You just simply don't go hammer on the sprays. You don't go hammer. You go mallet. I am mallet. If y'all remember the video, then you understand. This one, to me, man, this is so good. This is more of a clean, dressy oud. This is a man in a suit and tie type of oud. Yes, you can dress oud up. But again, this is 2-3 sprays at the most. Pick where you're gonna spray. I say wrist, maybe chest, and then back, and then leave it alone. And if you're gonna go more than 3 sprays, people laugh when I say this, but it's just the truth. Spray low. Spray like around your legs. Why, may you ask? Well, because they're constantly moving. So if you're gonna get it on your clothes, you don't want everything all up in your nose. You want some down at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little tip. I do it. I spray, below my knees sometimes, because hell, when you walk, catching breeze. When you moving, fuck through that. But from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, Mysterious Nights, and I love this scent, man. I really, really love this fragrance. This may be my second or third favorite oud. I love Mansara's ouds because they're really, really natural smelling ouds. They smell good. They do oud correctly and oud at a really good price. I think my favorite oud fragrance would have to be Creed's Royal Oud, but it is a heavy vetiver in oud, so it is really, really clean. Reminds you of just a flannel sports jacket and a older gentleman wearing a derby or whatever they call those hats, and just a classy type of guy. But I didn't want to put this one on the list because it is super expensive. I got lucky and found it at TJ Maxx for $180, and that was a good deal for it. So, but I'm not going to tell you, to go out and buy that one, or, but it is a really good fragrance. It is a really good fragrance. This next one is from the house of Mansara, and it is Oud Cafe. And it's just what you think it is. It's just what you think it is. It is a coffee oud, and this is a rich, oh man, that's oud in the coffee shop. That is nice. It almost smells like a really expensive cup of coffee, not like the coffee you get at the gas station, but and almost like a burnt coffee, but not. I mean, this is not for everybody. This is not going to be one for everybody. I like it because it's different, it's bold, and it's daring, and to me, that's what a niche fragrance should be. It's hard to say it's a niche fragrance if it's right down the avenue with everything else, but this right here is just what you think it is. It's oud, and it is coffee mixed, and I like it. Performance on all of these are really, really good, really, really strong, but this is a very smooth and very wearable oud fragrance. That's nice, especially as it dries down. Out of all the ouds out here, this is the one that is probably the least easy to wear. I think it's easy to wear because, again, I don't mind the coffee mixed with the oud because I like coffee-based fragrances. That's just good. None of these are animalic or beastly. All of these are clean, easy to wear ouds. This next one, if you can still find it, is going to be, man, my back is hurting. Is going to be relatively inexpensive, and it is from the house of Banana Republic, and it is Oud Mosaic. Remember this one? This one you can find laying around at Burlington and places like that for $17 to $25. And this is a nice oud too. This is a very smooth and cool, calming oud, a very wearable oud fragrance. Now, what I pick up on this one is almost an oud fruit, like an oud fruity type of note. But again, the biggest thing that I take away from this fragrance is the oud. It's got a really, for an inexpensive fragrance, it's got a nice oud note to it. But again, it's not skanky or animalic. It almost comes across as gentlemanly and leathery, which oud done the right way comes across as gentlemanly, in my opinion. Man, I got one more fragrance and I'm glad because my back is hurting. Y'all, your boy back is not doing good this week. All right, this next one may be the most expensive on this list because it's been discontinued. I don't know how the circulation is in it, but it's Bados Oud. This one is a compliment. This one is a compliment getter. I mean, it's just a compliment getter. I don't know what else to tell you. Every single time I wear this fragrance, the compliments come from people that are not really close to me, and they all say the same thing. Oh, somebody smells good. People have even said it smells clean. And it's probably the least oudy out of this bunch, but in my opinion, again, this is my opinion, it is a soft, wearable oud. It's just, I've seen reviewers review this and they don't like it. You know, this is probably the worst John Barbados bottle because this is actually cheap. Most of these bottles are really nice looking. Man, these are all definitely wearable. Now, again, Royal Oud sets itself apart because it has that vetiver in it and it just stands out, makes it clean, classy. That's the best oud fragrance that I smell. But again, it's heavy on the vetiver. You smell almost as much vetiver as you do oud, and it just comes across as classy and gentlemanly. But I think all of these are budget fragrances. This one you may have to pay, but again, it just depends on where you find it. It just depends on where you find it. You may find it at somebody's shop or something for $19.99. I think I did. I think I got it for about $40 before it was discontinued, but I like it. I promise you, every time I wear this, I get a compliment. It doesn't come across as animalic or musty. It does come across a little bit manly and leathery. But it is very subtle, very subdued, and very easy to wear, which was the purpose of this video. That's it, guys. I gotta go. My back's, your boy's back's hurting. 5 men fragrances from my collection with the mention of Royal Oud. If you got Royal Oud pockets, then go get you some Royal Oud. I mean, it's the best. But if not, any of these will do. If you want a rich, deep coffee oud, go with Mancera. If you want a playful, fruity oud, go with the Mosaic 17. If you want a mysterious, masculine, but sophisticated oud, go with Mysterious. If you want to smell like you spent a lot of money, but you smart, go with Sensual Obsession. And if you want an oud that's easy to wear, very subtle, easy, but still oud, then go with John Barbados. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. I hope you all are having a great, great day. It's hump day, which is my Thursday. So by the time you see this video, it'll be Thursday, which is my Friday, and your boy is ready to get out and get it over with. So again, if you want decants of any of these, I will decant everything but the Sensual Obsession. I won't decant that. Everything else I will send you decants of. The decants of these may be a little bit more pricey. The Banana Republic won't, but the Mysterious, the Mancera, and the Barbados may be a little bit more expensive, but still, I'll do you right. Email will be in the description below. All right, guys, with that being said, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.